Welcome to Words of Wisdom and Guidance. How are you today? I hope you are well. I really do hope you are well. I've had a very peaceful day again, done a bit of work. I'm going to do a lovely podcast interview shortly with one of my most favorite meditation Reiki healers, Reiki Rachel, she is known as on YouTube. So big shout out to her. I love her to death. And I'm going to be interviewing her for the podcast, so look out for that. It's going to be a beautiful story, lovely way in which you can really get some insight and some maybe motivation to make some changes in your life. So obviously, if you have joined me today and you are joining me every day, it's such a blessing to have you with me on this journey. And we are traveling ourselves through this week. Today, there's nothing much happening. Yesterday was Chiron, and Chiron was the wounded healer, and I was quite upbeat yesterday. This morning, however, energy was a little bit heavier. It's a bit odd, really. And you know, sometimes it happens. I feel like sometimes I listen to a reading, some of my favorite readers, and I'll think, well, I'm already there, or I've already had that. So sometimes I feel like I'm ahead of the game, and other times I feel like I'm behind, and sometimes I feel I'm right on time. That's the kind of feeling of the energy right now. So when we get to this weekend with the Lionsgate Portal and those doors fling open and it says, come on in, let's do it. Come on, take your stride forward, step in with purpose. I feel like I really want to be in that mindset of I'm ready to go. So I'm working with whatever I can. I'm getting guidance wherever I can. And so should you. So should you. See how it goes. And if it's your first time you've met me today, welcome to Words of Wisdom and Guidance. I am an oracle channeler. I just give guidance every day by channeling in with my spirit team, who are, as far as I'm concerned personally, absolute gold standard, Olympic reigning champions as far as I'm concerned. I just really love my spirit team, and they give me such great guidance. So the only thing I'm really manifesting or really hoping for at the minute is that somebody I'll get an appointment with an ophthalmologist real soon to sort out my eye. And that would just be a blessing for me right now. All the money to do it privately, that would also be a lovely blessing. So that is what I'm hoping for. That is what I'm manifesting. That's what I'm asking my spirit team to arrange. So watch this space. From today, I thought I'll do a little something. And let's see. Let me share with you. So today, that is what I'm asking my spirit team. I am having an appointment for my eye within the next 48 hours. It is coming. It is being done. It is being sorted. 100% clear. Right. Let's do this. Okay, so today's guidance. I've got the Inner Temple Oracle, of course. There by Rebecca Campbell, and alongside is another Rebecca Campbell's cards. I do love her cards as well. The Starseed Oracle. Definitely feel that powerful higher integration, higher energy of frequency right now. I also got called to use the Soul Purpose. So what is your higher self trying to tell you? With a red jasper, so the grounding energy. The root chakra energy with that. Very red energy, very powerful energy. And then I have just put down the Cozy Witch Tarot, Everyday Tarot, on the table as well for confirmation with the lapis lazuli. And I've got lapis lazuli incense going as well. So I feel very much about the idea of the wisdom of insight right now. We really are having to really dig deep within ourselves and trust that we have the answers. We have the answers, and if we don't, we are shown them by spirit team, by spirit, by source, by the universe, your messages, your guides, meeting people, whatever it might be, you will be shown. So let's trust and have faith in that, shall we? As we go through the rest of today and into this weekend with this energy. All right, so today's message is a 4-day, lots of 4s today. I've been seeing very much about protection and guidance. So trust your instincts and remain rational. Interesting. Trust your instincts. Intuition. No wonder I'm bumping on about lapis lazuli. So really trust your intuition, your instincts. You have to give to receive. So start to allow that flow to happen. Give that love. Give that positivity. Give that energy. Let it go. Let it go to whoever it needs to. Share your knowledge, your light, your love as much as you can, and that then will be reciprocated. That then will come back in because you will receive it in forms. And you know what? It's not just today, it's every day, and it's also about karma you've put out into the universe. I gave a lot of love out into the universe, and that is the karma you'll get back. I get a lot of love back, and I'm very blessed in which to have that. So as I say, you know, even in spiritual form, I have a lot of love. So, and protection. I'm very protective. I've looked after people. I've been very protective over people. And that comes back. So spread your happiness and joy. All right. Spread your happiness and joy, your gratitude as well. And let that come back to you. Receive that back. But you've got to be willing. You've got to be ready to receive, okay? So trust your instincts on that as well. Trust your instincts. Right then, here we go. Here we go. I burned my leg. I hope it didn't go through. I was just lighting my sage, and a piece fell on my lap. Don't get burnt, I'm hearing. Don't get burnt. All right, let's see what our guidance starts off with today with our significator card, the Inner Temple Oracle card for our guidance today. Okay, right. Okay, well, we got Chamber of Inspiration. Beautiful. Lovely. Chamber of Inspiration. Very nice. Now, this card kind of sat like that, look. And it is Ancestral Healing. And what did I say about karma? Just saying. Right, so Ancestral Healing and karma. Ancestral Healing and Chamber of Inspiration. Inspiration. You might be starting to feel like a lot more inspired. Inspiration might be hitting you now. Go with the flow. You know, it's that ebb and flow. Let it come onto the shore. Let it go. Let it do what it needs to do for you right now. This is the card of divine inspiration and creativity. Your ideas are divinely guided, and you're being encouraged to follow those sparks of inspiration from within. There are creations that are beckoning to be born. Co-create with life and bring them into form. What's inspiring you right now, and how can you follow that inspirational trail? We're creative beings living in a creative world. Life itself is created, and it's always creating every moment of every day. And because you're part of life, you're always creating too. Many people believe that they're not creative, but to be alive is to be a creative. To create is to put things together for something new to be born. A moment earlier, that creation didn't exist, and then all of a sudden, the dream is realized. What an amazing thing creativity is. This card can be a confirmation to tend to those needs of inspiration you've become aware of. It could indicate an exciting new creative project or a period of wonderful creative expression. Tend the seeds of inspiration that are budding and blooming within you. The soul longs to create. The moment you feel stuck, trapped or captive, you cut yourself off from spirit and creativity. When you feel free and allow yourself time and space to play, and for your inner child to roam free, inspiration will bubble up from within. What inspiration have you had recently? What ideas have been beckoning you forth? This card is encouraging you to trust your inspiration and your imagination. To act on the inspiration, your creations are inviting you to bring them into form. So bring them into form, your inspirations. Allow it to be. It is meant to be for you. Ancestral healing. We're discovering how hurt can be passed down from cell to cell through the generations. Our ancestors are the reason we're here, and without them our soul wouldn't be in human form. From them we may inherit many gifts, as well as patterns of conditioning and trauma that we long to be freed from. Many of these patterns are coming to the surface now in order to be processed and healed. Sometimes those who came before you weren't able to understand, let alone process, what has thus far gone unhealed. Sometimes it takes a courageous soul with an open heart, when the conditions are just right, to feel in order to heal, to process in order to free themselves. That is you right now, and a lot of us are going through that. The card is an acknowledgement, a nod towards what you're doing in a circuit breaker in your family system and in the collective. You're being acknowledged for the part you're playing in the healing of humanity through healing yourself and being with what is. You're being acknowledged for the part you play in healing your ancestral line, and you're the collective too. Maybe you're in the midst of deep ancestral healing, or perhaps you're finding your way back to a surface, having journeyed to the depths of the line you came from. Try your best to honor the gifts of that line as well as the difficulties. In doing so, you not only set your ancestors free, but you galvanize that energy and transform it into strength and support. I honor my ancestors for the life that they gave me, and I set myself and them free. So take it as it resonates. What is this? Often when we're on this new beginning journey, on this definitely I want to change journey, it's because of traumas, it's because of challenges, and a lot of them do come from our childhood, and that also then translates to from our ancestral sides as well, because often patterns and behaviors are followed through generations of families. So if you are there and you're feeling that, remember, you're getting this inspiration now because you've been doing your healing work. And it's really important. Like Hiram was here yesterday. Maybe you're feeling that heavy energy today. And you really do need to address anything that you feel is still lingering possibly in your energy right now. Because you don't want to, it's like not unpacking a bag properly and taking yourself off on a holiday, and you open the bag and you find an old couple of pairs of socks, dirty socks in there, and you think, oh, I forgot about them. Well, you don't want that. You don't want that when you're on a new holiday, do you? Right, so unpack it. Let it change for you. Let us see what our beautiful soul cards are saying for us, our starseed soul cards. Let's see, starseed oracle, because they, it is, this energy is very much up above right now. We have got the 7 star sisters birthing creations, and there's the chamber of inspiration just being confirmed. You're birthing something very new, the tapestry of life. There's an expression here that you want to be part of, or you are the expression I'm hearing. So your voice, your talents, your light, let it shine. I said about Reiki Rachel that I'm interviewing her on my podcast because she's the guiding voice that I love. So anybody can be your guiding voice, and maybe your own voice needs to be that light as well. Even if it's just to yourself at the minute. You know what? Not even a year ago, not even 2 years ago, I was not doing what I'm doing, talking to you on a YouTube channel, right? I got a calling to do so, and here I am, and I love it. And I was saying this very thing to someone else last night that I was talking to, who I haven't seen for about 3 or 4 years. All these old people are coming back into my life for a reason, because Spirit wants me to recognize how far I've come on my spiritual journey. And what I said to you is, sometimes you listen to people and you think, well, I've done that, or I'm already there, and they're saying something, you think, well, I've already. So it can very much be about the now, but the future, they're talking about something in the future, and you're thinking, well, I'm already there. So you can be ahead, you can be behind, you can be on point, but it's the energy, because we are in different dimensions often. This is the tapestry of life at the minute. We've also got the Star Keeper, Cosmic Ancestor, Seed of Light. Seed of the light by staying grounded. Exactly, right? Red jasper, your root chakra being grounded right now is very important. And ancestral healing, look at this old tree. The roots go deep, deep down. being rooted, being grounded. I was going to say that and I never said it. So here it is confirmation for us. So you need to stay grounded right now. And we have the deep cellular healing. Yeah, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. You are currently going through that. And it's really lovely to think that you are on the right track. And if you have only just started, you will continue to do more healing. You will continue to learn. You will continue. Just if you have invested this moment in meeting me and you're still here 15 minutes later, good for you. You are on that new pathway of opening up yourself to this new transformation, this new way of being. Okay, so the 7 star sisters. There are new creations that want to be born. Again, new creations, beauty that's yearning to be woven, new consciousness that's longing to be breathed into life. If you drew this card, you're being called to surrender to these creations, to usher in a new era of consciousness and do your bit in weaving the web of life. So creativity is very important. Now, the energy is all about creativity. So it's not just our root chakra. It's also our sacral chakra as well, which is our sexuality, is our creativity, is our moving our body, is working with energy. And that is very close to our root chakra. And so this red jasper will support that as well. This is the card of the artist and the midwife. You're being called to ponder, question what wants to be birthed through you, what new creations are whispering in your ear. Creativity and intuition come from the same sacred place. They occur when we find ourselves flowing with the rest of life. Earth is renowned as a planet of manifestation and creativity, and yet so many of us have forgotten how to create. Somewhere along the way, we stop seeing ourselves as artists, as creatives, as poets. Yet to be human is to be creative. Creativity is part of your true nature. So perhaps you're being called to surrender to a creative project, such as a new business or a book, or perhaps you're being called to weave beauty in your home or your way you cook. Regardless of the end result, you're being called to express yourself through creativity. Like I said to you, I wasn't doing this. This is my creativity. Making connections, networking with people, giving advice, guidance. I'm a teacher. I'm a spiritual teacher. I'm a healer. I want to guide. You know, so my voice is my, I just heard my voice is my wisdom. So just go with what is your inspiration right now. What are you being called to do? We call it a soul purpose. We call it a dharma. We call it lots of things. Try your best now, ready for this portal. You don't want old things on your back. Remember, we're taking the old socks out of the suitcase. The suitcase is empty. We're gathering new things in our suitcase when we get to the other side. Think about taking an empty suitcase somewhere so you can bring all the souvenirs back. That's what we're doing, right? Okay. So the world needs these qualities more than ever before. What new creations are you being called to birth? What is it? Okay. We've also got Star Keeper, which is you're an ancient keeper of the stars, here to anchor and seed your light in a unique way. Look at the blues on that portal. You're likely being incarnated on Earth for some time, dedicated to an era of awakening and bringing about a long-awaited shift in the planet's evolution. We're at a tipping point now. Okay, so that 8-8 portal, I just felt that energy. The survival of Earth and all its species is coming to a head. The more grounded you remain during this transitional period, the more helpful you'll be. The more you tend to the flames of your own heart, the more love you'll anchor onto this planet. The wisdom of the stars is imprinted in your soul. The more soul fragments you call home, the more this wisdom is seeded here. You may be called to be in a different places in the world to anchor this light, perhaps by taking a trip or living in a certain location. You may also find yourself experience awakening symptoms. The more grounded you remain, the more stable Earth's energy will become and the less reactive humanity will be. You're here for a double mission to grow as an individual and as part of a larger collective that's bringing about a shift in frequency. Trust that you can be in the world but not of it, and lead a truly glorious life. So place the card on the portal of your heart and whisper the following. I acknowledge that I am a star keeper. I choose to anchor my light and stay grounded as possible. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. So nature, walk in nature. You know, really, I spend every day in nature. I love nature because it's important now. Deep soul healing, deep cellular healing, not soul, cellular. Your body knows how to heal. Healing is your natural state. Well, I want my body to heal my eye. Come on now. Deep cellular healing. I can do this. If you're suffering from a mystery or chronic illness, don't allow yourself to think you've done something wrong. Today, it's difficult to navigate our health. If this card has made its way to you, you're being called to focus on your healing in practical ways. Isn't that funny how I said to you guys, that's what I'm manifesting, and this card has come out? To prioritize your health, to be kind and tender to your miraculous body. I need to be more kind to my miraculous body. To give yourself the grounding and the care you need. To put your body first. To nourish yourself as you would a newborn baby. To treat yourself with tender care. You may be called to switch things up with your body or your emotional well-being, to call in a team of helpers to support you in navigating any challenges you may be experiencing emotionally. The Arcturians are a galactic group of beings who have mastered deep cellular and emotional healing. I call up upon the Arcturians to heal my eye. Absolutely. They want you to know that it's possible to feel vibrant in your body and well in your skin, to have your cells return to effervescence and vitality, to find calmness and contentedness, to have a soothed nervous system and a tranquil heart. So, okay, put my place on the portal of my heart. I take back my vitality and energy and feel more and more healthy each and every day. My body knows how to heal. My body knows how to heal. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. And it's on page 55. Page 55. Transformation, just saying. Right. So I have manifested the help. Here it is. I've been told, Arcturus energy, come to me, heal. Let's have you. I trust and I believe. Okay, so what does our higher self want us to know as we travel through this week into our Lionsgate Portal? Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Woo. What does our soul want us to know? Higher self want us to know. Let's go. Let's see. What is it? Trust your instincts. Remain rational. My goodness, I just caught this and I bent my card. The lotus within you awakens. Look at that. The lotus away. So this is that high energy frequency I was just talking about. Our lotus flower, 2323 on the clock, is at the top of our crown chakra. And this is, you are a master in light on high. We've also got release your creative energies again. Absolutely. Let that flow. Make use of them in your life. It's time. Let your creative energies really guide you. Recognize despair as an opportunity. Within it, you will find the gift of awakening. So sometimes this is all we need. We just need a message is trying to reach you. It was underneath. A message is trying to reach you. Now, sometimes that's all we need when we're in this sort of 21, sort of 3 magic. It's this sort of heavy energy, like I said. And, you know, sometimes it's just that moment of inspiration and creativity and a spark of flame. It's something that suddenly you come across me and you think, oh, I just feel so much better. I do it. I see my readers and I'm like, oh, I feel so much better now. I've just had that moment. So allow that to be part of this ebb and flow. Whatever arrives, let it, lean into it. Remember the old socks. We don't want them in the suitcase. Okay? This lotus flower is awakening within you. It is number 41, which is a 5. So transformation and change and healing. Cross the bridge of happiness. It leads over the depths of your emotions. There we go. It's time. Who wants to go across that bridge of happiness? I do. So happiness and joy, I said, as we started this reading, that's what we want to be feeling today. We want that happiness. We want the joy. We want to cross that bridge into that feeling all the time. So make sure that you do that now, ready for this next stage. This is us going into our next portal, our next life, our next chapter, whatever you want to call it. You're going to be doing it that way. Definitely. But, you know, this recognized despair as an opportunity, I think that's a really good point, isn't it? Because that's where the inspiration often does come from. You know, in those moments of silence and, you know, you're sitting there thinking, where to next? Something arrives. Someone arrives, a phone call, a message. It happens all the time to me. So trust in that moment. Don't be afraid of it. You know, don't ignore it. You know, lean into these feelings, because this is what birthing creation is all about. This is your tapestry of your life right now. And at the minute, we've got this bridge into a next stage that is being opened for us. Number 41, the lotus within you awakes. And actually, across the bridge of happiness is number 42. So it's a forward motion. So when you hold this card in your hands, all the choirs of angels will be looking down upon you. You are now ready and will surprise yourself and become an inspiration for all beings in all worlds, in all times and in all dimensions. And koi fish are very significant as well, aren't they? They're very rich and beautiful, and yeah. I feel like I want to say they're, you know, they depict richness. Think about the image of the lotus on the card. The lotus has its roots in the mud of a lake bed and grows inexorably towards the light, just like you. It rises up through the murky water at the bottom of the lake, just as you outgrow your base feelings and emotions. However, its final goal is yet to come. It grows up through the clear water just below the surface and finally unfurls its beauty, but only when it has found the light. Again, just like you. Its fragrance, its true beauty is at last released into the air, the element of pure thought, pure spirit, and wisdom. The path that it follows from the mid of the lake bed through to the surface cannot spoil its faultless beauty, dim its radiance, or distort its bewitching magical scent. All that the lotus is, you are too. It represents rebirth, fertility, clarity, purity, and perfection. Its fragrance is true magic. It transports us, liberates us from the illusion of time. Your soul is like the fragrance of the lotus. You can walk in all times, all worlds, and all dimensions. You might think that you are none of these things, nor are you wise or a master, but know that there is no time. Everything is now. So start to believe you yourself are the light from the future that shines on and guides you. You have long since been a master in light on high. And the power animal is the koi fish. Your herbal essential oil is lotus. And your healing crystal is a ruby. And your number is 5. And if we read what 5 depicts, it tells you that you have a deep connection with the divine source and that nothing can prevent wisdom from finding its way to you. Your current priorities are fidelity, reliability, and loyalty. Focus on them and concentrate on healing them in both the world outside and your inner world. Number 5 brings protection, giving you the freedom to act more boldly. Its energy field is centering, bringing the strength that always recognizes and recreates itself at the end of a soul path, along with meditation, belief, and insight. And your rune is Rado. So there it is, okay? And we'll cross the bridge into happiness. The bridge to happiness is your wisdom. It leads across the depths, the clouded waters of your emotions. A bridge of happiness provides the chance to acknowledge your emotions and yet at the same time be sufficiently distant from them to always remain present and centered in yourself. However, it also allows you enough proximity so that you never stop learning. The bridge of happiness is also a natural path, neither cold nor warm, neither rigid nor fragile, and yet it offers secure footing. Only the wise may cross a bridge of happiness, as those who believe that earthly riches await them on the other side are still far from reaching the bridge, far from attaining maturity and wisdom. On the other side of the bridge is a desire that has been fulfilled, love, security, or divine order. It is here that the wise among us will find silence, find themselves, or find God. You have drawn this card because you have now reached such a bridge. It is time to cross it and reap its rewards. Let go of your illusions, all your constricting thoughts about happiness and prosperity that limit you and hold you back. The way across this bridge is a path of meditation, and every step will be a step of gratitude. You have drawn this card because you are standing at such a bridge. The path you have traveled may have been difficult, and things may not always have been good, but your spiritual companions were there with you. They looked after you and guided you here, but they will now withdraw a little. Oh, an arduous path may lie behind you, or times that were not always rosy, but your spiritual companions were there. They have been looking after you and have now guided you here. At this point, they are withdrawing a little. You have often been here before and yet have not acted wisely, so the bridge of happiness has simply dissolved and vanished into thin air. But now you have this card in your hands. It is an indication that no one can cross the bridge of happiness alone, since true happiness is a light that always resonates between at least two beings. Wow. Your power animal is the dragon. Your herbal essential oil is peppermint. Your healing crystal is clear quartz. And your number is 6. Wow, that is beautiful. And our number 6 reveals that uniting and attracting forces are now flowing into you. Make use of them to bring ideas and dreams to fruition. The creativity, you see. You will find courage and an unusual inner strength. Take a step forward and do not allow anything or anyone to stand in your way. No old socks, my friend. You will be a conduit for the creation of new things. This number's energy field is all about balance and the merging of opposing energies. It brings love, health, happiness, profit, and the fulfillment of dreams. And Kenaz is your beautiful rune. Wow, 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 wow. So look at that. Isn't that amazing? That is beautiful. Dragon energy. You are here. Release your creative energies now. Let that happen for you. It's time. All of this despair, all of this situation of all this past was all opportunity for growth, for learning, for change. I mean, I literally, I'm so grateful for mine. I'm so grateful for how far I have come. Right then, so trust your instincts and remain rational. You have to give to receive. Okay, trust your instincts right now. Let's see what our Cozy Witch Everyday Witch Tarot is going to give us as confirmation for today. Our guidance, please, on this beautiful bridge to happiness. That's it. That's where we are. Cross it every day. Feel it every day. Absolutely feel it. Okay. We have got the 6 of Pentacles, give and receive. Look at that on the bottom. And you will be able to, I'm hearing. You'll have the resources to be able to do this. And you know, sometimes people go, oh, I can't afford to do that. But you give with love, with something else. You give of your time. You give of whatever you can. Sometimes it's just as small as a smile that helps somebody's day. And you're giving, okay? So try and remember that as well. We have got the 9 of Pentacles. There we go. You're at this point of happiness, of bliss. This is really important right now where we had Lamass this weekend. So that fruit is ready for the picking. All the pentacles, all the grounding, all the foundation. The 9 of Pentacles is so beautiful. You're sitting in that power and they're ready to receive power. We have the Page of Cups. Look, you're creating something. We have got the Six of Cups. So like I said, people from my past years or I haven't spoken to, they're all coming back and they're seeing me very differently. I'm seeing me very differently. So it could be very much about that, but also it's, you know, again, it's about giving and receiving, and it's an emotional value as well. And we've got the Chariot. So you're on your way, you're making your decision, your choices, you're ready for this change. You know, you're all packed up and ready. You've got everything you need, my friend. All your resources. You're not taking any old socks with you. Definitely not. No way. No way. Now this way. It doesn't matter. Just take away. I don't know why I said that. Try your best to just go. Because whatever path you're on, you're being directed on it for a reason. We've got the Happy Ever After card, the Ten of Pentacles, alongside Temperance. So it is intuition, balance, harmony, peace, clarity. You know it all. You are here. You're standing in your yoga pose ready, because this Ten of Pentacles is your happy ever after. This over the bridge you go happiness has just been confirmed. That is beautiful. Yep. You can do this. And isn't it funny? She's got one eye closed. So she's also got a bit of a baddie eye like me. But yeah, you know. You know, your instincts are there. Your guidance is there. Trust those instincts. Trust your intuition. Trust that this is what you are being guided with for your happy ever after, going across that bridge of happiness. My soul, that's so beautiful. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed today's guidance. I will see you again real soon. Bye bye for now.